and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, I will be facilitating more or less a conversation-based class, but in this particular class, students will need to be on their toes because it's time for another totally random questions class. So I will, instead of sticking to one focused topic and concentrating on that, I'll be all over the place. Students will take turns answering questions on extremely diverse topics, and also ranging past, present, future, to have an opportunity to try different verb tenses as well as different question types. Preference, hypotheticals, descriptions, opinions, etc. So, kind of a little bit like taking an IELTS exam or TOEFL or FCE, CAE, whatever. You never really know what you're going to be talking about. So, also good practice for those who may be preparing for job interviews in English. You never really know what question they're going to ask you, so you have to stay on your toes a little bit. Okay. Right. We can get started now. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, how are you today?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good. Yeah, in the middle of the week, just 2 days left to the weekend.
Yeah. Well, that's very optimistic of you. Just 2 days left. Okay. Yeah. I'm in the middle of my day, in the middle of the week. So, yeah. In English, well, Americans at least, I'm not sure about Brits. Americans sometimes refer to Wednesday as hump day. It's hump day today.
Ah, hump day.
You know,
Right.
the Wednesday, and then it's downhill to the weekend. So yeah, hump day. So
Okay. It's the animal, the giraffe. Yeah.
giraffe. Well, maybe camel. Huh?
Camel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the idea being that you go up, and then on Wednesday you get over the hump. And actually, we have the very common idiomatic expression "over the hump," meaning whatever, referring to a job or a task or project, possibly. If you say you're over the hump, you're over the midway point. You're over the hard part, and now it's just finishing up.
Okay. We passed the worst part, and we are seeing the light.
Yeah, we're over the hump. That's it.
Oh, we're at home.
Yeah. So very much associated with that. Very similar concept. Okay. Well, once again, like yesterday, you were here for it. Once again, today we're going to be doing my random questions class. So okay, complete randomness. Okay. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Wow. Yes.
Thanksgiving. I just realized that as I was saying it to you. Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, wow. Okay.
Are you celebrating there in Philippines?
I would like to be, but I'm not. Unfortunately, I have no plans, and
Okay.
I'll be taking a vacation coming up soon, so I gotta just keep working for now.
Yes,
So
you told us that. Yeah.
yeah. So no, unfortunately, I don't have any plans for Thanksgiving. Too bad. I love turkey.
Well, maybe in Christmas you'll have the chance to
Maybe.
do it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. My first random question, what's the next big holiday there in Spain?
The big one, well, if you are referring to days, it could be Christmas, because
Okay.
Christmas for us starts shortly before the 24th, until 7, 8 of January. So that means almost 3 weeks, For
Huh?
children, is yes, yes, yes. Because we have another party, just no Christmas, end of the year, and then the 6th of January is the thing I told you yesterday, the Three Kings,
Oh,
in
yeah.
Spain. Yes, and it's one holiday here as well, and is in the period of Christmas as well. So Christmas last until 7th of January.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
I did not, I did not know that. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here,
So
it's
for
pretty.
most people, like such as teachers and businessmen, Christmas is the longest holiday.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Oh, I did not realize that. Yeah, it's pretty much over January 2nd for us.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
For the American people, it's just Christmas and end of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Well, students have a longer holiday. Students have 3 or 4 weeks, four
Yeah.
weeks usually off
Mhm.
at that time. But normal working people, I know, I probably, I'm like Christmas is on a Friday this year. Is that right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Right.
Actually, the night, because I don't know in America, but because I saw last year in England, they celebrate the 25th, But in Spain, the dinner is the 24th, you know.
Hmm.
What about in
Yeah.
your country? Is the
Yeah.
same?
In America, it's well, it's my countries. In America, yeah, the big dinner is on Christmas Day itself. Yeah, all the major celebrations. Some things, some specific families might have family traditions on Christmas Eve, but most everything happens on Christmas Day.
Ah,
Like a big family dinner and all of that.
uh-huh.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Here, where I am in the Philippines, it's a little of both, frankly. They have the Spanish influence and the American influence, so
So they got everything. Yeah.
some people do one or the other or both,
Yeah.
really. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But anyway, because it's Thursday, Christmas Eve is Thursday and then Friday. So Americans will probably typically have a long weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then they'll go back to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then they'll work Thursday. Then they'll have off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday again because it's New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
yeah, yeah. That is good.
So
Yeah.
they'll probably most people will end up working the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in between. That's normal, actually. Uh, yeah. Okay. Um, do do people ever travel for the Christmas holidays, or is it more of a stay at home kind of thing?
Well, years ago, the tradition was being at home, spend Christmas at home with family and blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, it's more common for end of the year, not for Christmas, because Christmas is still a family tradition.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, for the end of the year, you more frequently find people going away, for holidays. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Ken has joined us. Hi, Ken.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Still. How are you? Still.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Uh, all right, we've been having far too much of a focused discussion. Time to turn up the random-o-meter a little bit and get a little more random. So, all right, Ken, let me start with some randomness, random questions for you. Ken, what is your strongest sense?
Strongest sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think my ears a bit sensitive now.
Okay. Okay, so that would actually be your hearing.
Hearing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
One time,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry. One time I was talking about how the web file, CD web file and MP3 file difference, and I was talking about that in the cheap earphones, it's same. These are same, but if you listen to it in a little bit good speakers, it's totally different. The CD web file quality is far much better than MP3 file. But two people said, I didn't notice that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nice job explaining it by using an actual example. That's interesting. I wouldn't notice either.
Sometimes I playing with guitar or especially mostly keyboard synthesizer. Sometimes I pick up the melody by my ears.
Okay. All right. You can play by ear. That's
Play by ear.
typical phrase. If you can just listen to something and then play it, you can play by ear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you're probably right. When small English correction, you said these are same. Very common phrase, but we say these are the same. They are the same.
They are the same. Okay.
We need to say the same because it's specific. Okay. But okay. Yeah, you're probably right because I would never notice these things myself. Okay. All right. Well, it's you two guys again. So Rebecca, back to you. Random question. What's your favorite kind of candy?
Candy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't have a favorite candy because I don't eat candies, you know.
Oh, I think I asked you this question before. Yeah.
No, yeah, kind of, you know, yes. But I don't eat sweet things at all. Not because I'm on a strict diet. It's because never ever, since I was a child, don't like sweet things, you know. I prefer always other kind of taste, flowers, you know. So sweet things are not my. I'm not fan. I'm not a fan of them.
Okay. Not your cup of tea. Not a big fan.
Not my cup of tea, but I say if you can get in the same group fruit, I say because it's quite sweet, I say fruit is my favorite candy.
Okay. I would say.
I would say, yes, I would say fruit,
Okay.
and saying fruit, I say all kind of fruit, you know, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of fruit?
You know, no, because I love it all.
Okay.
Strawberries, orange, apples, bananas,
Okay.
melon, pineapple, everything. Oh, I love it.
All right. Fruit salad.
Yes, salad for breakfast and for dinner always, and during the day for a snack, all the time.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Christmas earlier. Here in the Philippines, fruit salad is an integral part of the whole Christmas thing.
Really?
Everywhere you go, everybody has fruit salad. Well, think about it. It's the Philippines. There's tons of fruit here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. And which the best quality, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's fresh. Uh, okay. Back to Ken. More randomness. Ken. Okay. Actually, here's a question that I'm really curious to
Mhm.
know about you. When you go to a rock concert, and I know you've been to a few,
Mhm.
when you go to a rock concert, do you go to exactly your seat and sit there throughout the whole show? Do you try to go up to the front of the stage? Do you wander around the venue from place to place and try to check out different vantages?
U- Usually, I stick to how can I say? I never go out to the lobby because I don't want to miss anything in the concert. So,
Okay.
and in 70s, regulation block concert was somewhat crazy because we couldn't stand up. So, but if the kind of such kind of, but the audience, so audience felt oppressing by the guard or police. So if the audience stand up, this kind of situation became totally crazy and dangerous.
Ah.
Actually, one guard died because of Rainbow concert in Sapporo, because maybe such situation happened. Yeah, actually, it was I saw it the concert in my town. The audience was became very push until the stage.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and after that, maybe when Tom Robinson came to my home to my town, he left the stage for a bit, and after the radio DJ explained, he protest against police is there in the concert hall. He said why police is here because he is very careful about political activities about LGBT issue at that time. Kind of
Uh-huh.
he's one of the pioneers, so he experienced a lot of demonstration or something like that. So after the police stopped coming to the rock concert here, and
Hmm.
maybe the agent became more professional to how to deal with the audience. So after they allowed to stand up the audience, and at the same time, audience became to be familiar with how to be like rock concert. So they stand up, but not so many people approaching the stage. They just dance their seat.
Hmm.
And then now, totally stand-up type venue is available. Uh,
Hmm.
there's no seat,
Right.
so it's less dangerous because seat is somewhat dangerous if the audience stand up or move, push to the stage. Seat could be dangerous. So, but
Right.
so I saw the Bob Dylan in such all stand-up type venue. But the
Uh-huh.
problem with that, I realized, since all audience stand up and dance, so kind of floor is flat, more flat, flatter than ordinary concert hall, which has
Right.
seen. So even though that legendary Bob Dylan was singing, I couldn't see him.
Mm.
That's
Right.
almost like a torture. Oh my gosh! And
Mhm.
he got old, so he had a 20-minute interval during a show.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good chance to move. Actually, some people left to the lobby, so I approached to the stage, and after that, I barely could see his head only, not whole body.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, as the concert going experience has evolved, your approach has evolved with it. It's what you would say. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Um, all right. Couple notes of English before. It felt oppressing. It felt oppressive. It's oppressive when the cops are there all around you. Yeah. I would imagine so. So also you were talking about the artist who was asking why police is here. It should be why are, not is. Why are police here? Okay, actually, police is one of those words. Let me back up a little. Takes a little bit of explaining. Okay, I'm expressing my American point of view. It should be why are the police here, is how I would say it. Okay. With collective nouns like police or group, you know, words that express many people, the government. There's one. The media. Okay. The choice of using are or is, or, you know, conjugating a verb or not conjugating a verb with an S or not, actually depends on, technically speaking, the real rule is, depends on how you're thinking about it. Are you thinking about them as one unit of people, or are you thinking about them as many, many individuals? There are tendencies. There are tendencies. For example, in American media, you would say the government is passing a law. The government, it, one unit. And British definitely use the government are passing a law to show a collective. There are definitely tendencies, and sometimes it's not consistent. The police is. You may hear British say, Americans say, the police are. Pretty consistently. It's not really consistent, and it's hard to nail down these collective nouns, which way to go. The actual real rule is however you're thinking about it is correct. But in any case, either way, it's a question, why are police here, not why police is here. Either way, your verb and your subject noun have to be reversed because it's a question, right? Why are whatever, what? Why is the sky blue? Okay, the sky is the subject noun. I have my interrogative why first. The verb to be, I have no auxiliary to play with, so the verb to be, it gets reversed with the subject noun. Why is the sky blue? Why is the police here? Or why are the police here? Okay, it took a lot of explaining. It's complicated, and it's, you know, one of those silly things in English where the rules aren't very defined. Okay, random question for Rebecca. Rebecca, have you ever learned how to do a magic trick?
Learn about a magic trick.
Can you do any magic tricks?
Well, you know, when as a child, I used to play those kind of games, you know, but no anymore, of course, you know. So I'm not interested in magic games, you know. For some people, I know is a hobby or is something, you know, very funny. For me, I think I lost the interest since I was a child.
Okay. First of all, you referred to it a couple times as magic games, which in English does not collocate. I don't know what you mean when you say magic games.
Maybe, also, yeah. Because in Spanish, you know, yeah, I think I just translate into Spanish, yeah.
Okay. In English, we say magic trick. Oh.
Magic trick. Maybe it's the same thing. Magic trick, magic games, yes.
Want to see a magic trick? Okay, like that. Okay. Or, you know, if you use cards, playing cards, card tricks. Right? Okay, so they're called tricks because they are tricks. I'm fooling you when I do a magic trick. So when you were a child, you could do some magic tricks? What magic tricks could you do?
With cards, yeah, you know.
Okay.
with cams, and there was yes, a set of those things, you know, to play with different things, cards and dice,
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Like
So
the little metal things that stuck together and
yeah, yeah,
hoops and then pull a
dice,
scarf out.
yeah, things like that, you know, for
Okay.
children, of
Right,
course.
right. Little
Yeah,
flower
so that was my
flowers on.
experience
Yeah. Okay, I see. All right.
with these magic tricks. But no anymore, you know, no anymore because then I lost the interest of those things, you know.
Okay. I lost interest in those things. You don't need
I
to say
lost
interest
uh,
of those things. I lost interest in those things.
I lost interest in those things.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I have no interest in
Yeah.
alchemy. Okay. I have a strong interest in biology, whatever, interest in.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure.
Interest. I have a strong interest on biology. Okay.
In.
In. No off. Yeah, off is
In.
Spanish. Yes, I know.
Again.
Yeah, you know. Yes.
Okay. Ken, have you another present perfect type question for you? Have you ever been to see a comedian
I've been to
live?
see yes, I've been a security guard of comedian.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. At that time, I was working for the event planner, and so famous, not so famous comedian, but yeah, at that time they were famous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, and
Okay.
I and several comedians. Not only that, but also I was a security guard of comedians. And I noticed one thing, they were very serious in the backstage, and
Really?
especially right before they get on the stage, appeared on the stage, they tend to be nervous, before the show.
Mm-hmm.
So the expression is very nervous, very serious. But right after they appear the stage, facial expression and attitude completely changes all of a sudden. So I thought, wow, yeah.
Wow.
So they trying to make people laugh very
Uh-huh.
seriously.
Right. I actually have a couple, not really, not close friends, but they know my name. I know their name. Slight friends who are comedians. And one of them is kind of joking, kidding all the time. He likes to joke around a little bit, but okay. I kind of know what you mean. But the other one is really a mean guy. I mean, if you talk to him, he's like, but when you see him on stage, he's like this. Oh,
Right.
what you're saying. You just reminded me of him because he's like a completely different person. I mean, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, really.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I can kind of see what you mean. Interesting. Was he funny?
Yes, funny. And I talked with one group in the elevator, uh, talk a bit, and
Hmm.
I asked, they are comedy based on the songs. So I asked, how many songs do you write in a year or something? And he answered 100 songs or something. And he
Wow.
carefully choose after that what song is
Wow.
or to be released or sing in the stage. And so
Was it was it Jack Black and
Japra, they're Japanese kind
okay.
of.
All right. All right. Okay. One English note. Your security guard's for somebody.
Or four. Okay.
Yeah. Not of. Security guard for a comedian, for the president, whatever. Okay. Ah, interesting. All right. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Being the security guard, you get you get to see the show for free, and you get paid. That's cool. All right. Have you ever sat at a table and watched a comedy show?
No, no. Our job is just the kind of to watch the kind of people, approach the stage or do
Sure.
something strange and if the situation is normal, it's kind of we can watch the show in a very good position. But if the
Right.
situation became crazy, it's totally dangerous. So, hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done a little bit of security guard work, volunteering at university, where for a couple bands, I was security, which is ridiculous because I couldn't do anything in a situation anyway. And also, there was a presidential debate at my university when I was in school, which was kind of cool because I got to do security for that. But not like, Secret Service guys, that the guys wearing ties, and we were just basically telling people, okay, this is your seat. We're more like ushers than security guards, but anyway, whatever. So I know a little bit. I had friends who are real professional security guards in like a major venue. And my friend told me that the scariest concert he's ever had to do security for was this like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, or no, Casey. What am I talking about? Casey and the Sunshine Band, which is like a band that's like a
Yeah.
12-year-old girl band. So the audience is filled with 11, 12, 13-year-old girls. And he said it was the scariest experience of his life.
I don't know. Casey and Sunshine was an pop idol band. For me, it was like a
Yeah.
kind of white soul band. They promote
Uh,
themselves as a white soul band in Japan. Not a
really?
teenage. Yeah, I didn't
That's
know
funny.
that.
In the United States, they were a disco band that was very popular with teenage girls or young tween girls, not even teenage girls. That's very funny. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, and anyway, they went crazy and they have no consciousness of danger. Just attack the stage.
Right.
Very.
Maybe, yeah, that's the situation of the origin of rock because everybody young, everybody, you know, kind of amateur, so nobody can control the situation, could control the situation.
Yeah.
And then now rock became a big industry. The promoter and audience also uh, noticed, or maybe it's too dangerous or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but
I would
so now,
agree. I think our audience is kind of.
yeah, that kind of current technique is stand up, all stand up. There's no seat, and the audience separated like a cage-like thing. But because mass audience pressure is huge, so promoter try to reduce such mass audience pressure by this kind of cage-like structure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. The evolution of rock and roll. You could write a book. You could write a nice coffee table book about that. Actually, might be interesting. Okay. More randomness. Uh, Rebecca. Uh, Rebecca, have you ever had any experience at all with like farm animals, cows and horses and pigs and chickens and ducks and all of that?
Well, yes, I have, sure. I've been, no, I grow up, you know, grow up. Could I say that? Yeah.
Grew up. Yeah.
I grew up in a village, so my parents' house have a big garden, and we have some different animals like chickens. We used to be pig, pigs, pigs, you know, but not anymore. Years ago when I was a child, and my neighbors had cows, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I drank milk from the cow every morning. I remember every night
Ah,
I went with my sister and my grandmother to get the milk from our neighbors, you know, which was really strong, you know, really, really strong, and nothing at all with the milk you can buy in the supermarkets.
yeah, it's completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other one is it was stronger, and so I could say I've had many experience with farm animals. You know,
Yeah.
dogs,
Okay.
cats, chickens, pig, cows. Yeah,
All right. Okay. Well, I have a question because, all right, in America, so did I. I basically grew up with all these animals, and our family raised them. Since I was the boy, this is sexism. Because I was a boy, only because I was a boy, I had to feed all the animals. My sister, who was just a little younger than me, really didn't have to do anything like that. But I had to slop the pigs when you feed the pigs, slop the pigs, feed the chickens, feed the cows, all of that, which I hated because you have to wake up at like 5 in the morning.
yeah, yeah. You know,
You
yeah,
have to,
because you are a boy. Yeah, sometimes you, yeah,
yeah.
it's a sexism. Yeah, yeah. Because our parents teach us on that way, you know. So this
Hmm.
problem is since a person is a child.
Okay. So you didn't ever have to slop the pigs, or if you fed the chickens, was it just for fun, or did you have any
No,
jobs?
no, never for a job, never for a job.
Uh,
For you know,
a chore,
the
a chore.
only thing I had to do when I was a child, and I really, really, really hated, you know, and I always had arguments with my mom, was cut the grass with a machine. You know,
Ah,
the garden. Yeah, go back, forwards, backwards, forward, backwards.
yeah,
Really, really hated, you know.
yeah,
And our garden is big, very big. So one part for me and one part for my sister. You know, always.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, these kinds of jobs, whether they're in your house, cleaning your room, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, they're chores, but also if you work on a farm, cleaning the gutters, cleaning the poop out from the from
Yeah.
That was weird.
You are back?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I think I had a connection problem for just like 30 seconds, and then I was in some weird no man's land that I couldn't really get out of. That was very strange.
You fall in a black hole.
I did. It's weird when these things happen on the internet, and okay, I was trying to get back into the Hangout, and it was showing me screens I have never seen before. I've been using Hangouts for 3 years, never seen this before, and I couldn't find my way back. Weird. Well, the internet, you never know what is going to happen. Okay, anyway, I was just trying to explain a little something about lawns and gardens when I got cut off. There's Americans and Europeans think about these two words completely differently. Europeans and British, so British English speakers, a lawn is just a part of the garden. They're all parts of it together. So Rebecca was talking about cutting the garden, and it was so big, and she had to go back and forth. An American would never say that. An American would say I had to mow the lawn. The lawn and the garden are two separate things. It's like saying the street and the house. For an American, they're completely different entities. The sky and the earth. They couldn't be more different.
So garden is which part is a garden?
Garden is where your mom plants flowers. Maybe there's a flower garden, or maybe you have a vegetable garden and you have rows of tomatoes and corn and beans. Like
garden,
that.
flowers, flowers and trees. That was the garden I was talking.
Right. But when you mow the grass, you cut the grass, that's the lawn.
The grass, yeah. So
the grass part is not considered like part of the garden, which it is for British people. You know, if they're cutting the grass, a British person will tell you they're working in the garden. An American would never say that. They would never even conceive of that. For them, the garden is a separate entity from the lawn. The lawn. The lawn is the grass. You may only have a very tiny garden, next to your house, but then you have a big lawn. You can play volleyball.
Yeah, lawn, okay. Lawn is the grass on the garden in America.
Just grass, yes.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, that Americans consider these as two separate things, totally separate things, like a car and a bicycle.
Different completely. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Why did you and your sister mow the lawn? You didn't have any brothers?
No, just my sister and me, yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
But
that's why.
because that is considered no a big job, you know. It's just get the machine and go with them
Right.
backwards and forward, backwards and forward, you know.
Oh,
So
well,
it's
I know.
completely allowed for a child who is, well, imagine 11, 12, not exactly when I was 5, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know. That was my job when I was a kid because I was the oldest and I was a male, so that was my job. Not to mention I mowed lawns to make money on the
Yeah,
weekends for my
yeah.
neighbors and like that.
Uh,
Uh, Ken, speaking of, I used to mow lawns when I was 12, 13 years old on the weekend and go mow my neighbor's lawn, mow their grass for $10 or something like that. Did you ever try to make money when you were a kid? And how did you
Uh,
do it?
Actually, newspaper boy.
Ah,
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, classic one.
Okay, that's a
Yeah, uh, I just help my parents, but there's no such kind of reward. However, they maybe it's not I don't know nowadays, but at that time maybe it's rare to parents pay the salary to their kids.
hmm
Probably, yeah. We just got how can I say? Got some money to buy snack. In my family, the once in a month. But some other family, my friend's case, once in a day. So, but maybe my mother tried to teach how to manage that kind of budget.
I
But
see.
other kids can get a small amount of money every day to buy snack, and yeah, and I managed money to uh, that, but it's not because of the reward of the helping my parents.
hmm Right, right.
And there's long garden here. Not so some garden has it, but it's not so common here. So there's no long
Grass.
grass garden cutting
Right,
job is not available.
right,
Babysitting is also not common.
right. Yeah, here in the Philippines, only if you're really wealthy do you have a grass lawn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're probably a millionaire if you have that. Most people know. Um, yeah, okay. Money that your parents give you, there's a word for this. In English, it's an allowance.
Another
Uh,
ones, yes.
Now, okay, here in the Philippines, you have as part of your as an adult working in a company, you have allowances like a transportation allowance. They give you a certain amount as part of your salary, a fixed amount, whatever it is, every paycheck they give you a fixed amount. You have different allowances, which I always thought was kind of funny. No such thing exists in salaries in America. An allowance for me as an American is money your parents give you.
Mhm.
When I was growing up, some parents just gave their kids, like you said, it's different. Some money every day, some money once a week was pretty normal, I think. Um, some parents would demand that the children do certain chores in order to get their no chore. You don't do your chores, you don't get your allowance.
Mhm.
That's it. And some would not. So it depend on the parenting
Mhm.
style, I
Mhm.
suppose.
Yes.
But yeah, what I was talking about was mowing the lawn, not getting paid. No, I mowed my lawn for my family, and they didn't pay me for that. I got nothing. But that was just one of my. That's what you do. That's your chores. Um, so I did not get paid for any chores from my family, but like my neighbors, people down the street. Old Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who was like in their 70s. I'd go mow their lawn once a week, and he'd give me $10 cash. and I never paid taxes on it either.
But yesterday I went to the shopping mall, and the shopping mall announced in English, if you show the passport, the consumer tax, was you don't need to pay. Foreign people don't need to pay consumer tax in that shopping mall. I realized that yesterday. Yes, maybe it's only in English, so Japanese people don't know unless they can understand English. Yes.
Okay. That's kind of a unique marketing
I think so.
scheme, trying to get tourists to come into this. What was it? Shopping mall like that?
Yes, it's a big shopping mall, so a lot of foreign people is coming actually. So maybe they started that service because of that.
Okay, that's interesting. There's an airport in my city, and you know what duty free is? Almost same thing. You don't have to pay tax. So they have duty free shops all in this big area, not just at the airport, but all around it. So some people go there and go shopping. But I went there a couple times to do my shopping, and I noticed that sure that you don't have to pay the tax, but they've already raised the price, so you're not really making. Yeah. So it's a game. It's a trick. Okay. Rebecca, let's talk about marketing for a minute. Rebecca, can you think of a really great marketing scheme or idea, advertising scheme or idea that you have seen? Scheme, plan, strategy, campaign.
Well, right now, let me think about it. No. I don't know right now. I'm blocked.
Okay, I have a different question. Here related though, and maybe it'll help you. Okay. Here in the Philippines, I swear this is true because I've actually tested this. I wanted to buy my wife a digital camera, for example. So I went to go price them in like September or October.
Okay. What's the price?
And then and then like in November, right? In November the price it's twice the price, or in October it's twice the price. In November, December, before Christmas, they say half off. So really, they're selling it for the original price that they were selling it.
Okay, that is the trick. Okay. They prepare the product, 2 months before Christmas, and then
yeah,
they get ready,
Yeah. Right. So they jack up the price, and then they say it's a sale. And I noticed that they do this with all the sales here, at least in the malls here. Seems to be common practice. They don't announce it, but they raise prices of things, and then those things they raise prices on, they go on sale. So they're really getting their real price.
But they have to know during the period that they raise the price, they are not going to sell anything. I think. I think people is it depends.
Risk versus reward. You have some people like myself. I hate shopping, so I might just go. I might not even pay any attention to the price. I need this. I need a hammer. For example, if I'm shopping for hardware supplies, if I need a hammer, I need a hammer now, and I'm not going to go shopping at 6 different stores to buy a hammer.
I am like you. I am like you because I hate check. Some people can spend time looking on the internet and looking different prices in different shops. Oh, that annoys me, and I don't have pension for that. I'm not a pension person for that.
Right. See, okay. Yeah, I know. That annoys me. It's like, look, if I spend all this time researching, if I spend 4 hours of researching, that's 4 hours I could be teaching you and making money. That's still costing me money.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
costing
yeah,
me money.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's like, I
or
prefer doing other things more useful.
or if transportation, if I'm taking public transportation or driving a car from place to place to place, that's costing me money.
Yes, yes, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm time and money. Yes.
yeah, it drives me crazy actually when my wife goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy shoes for the kids. All right, I'm buying shoes for the kids, but I'm going to travel all the way across town because I can save 50 pesos." And I'm like, "Okay, how much is it going to cost you to travel across town and
Yeah,
come back?"
yes,
It's going to cost 200 pesos. What are you
yes,
thinking? You're
yes,
losing 150 pesos by doing
yes.
that.
You are paying more money for the boots than just buy it on the corner, you know? Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes location is
But
important.
it's our mentality, you know. We can do something about this, you know. It's our way of
Yeah.
doing things.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay. All right. Rebecca, do you ever buy impulse buy items? Do you ever make impulse purchases? Do
No,
you know
I
what
don't
that
know.
is?
Could you write it down, please? Impulse. Impulse. I've
Impulse
never heard that.
impulse
Impulse.
buy or purchase. Uh, yeah. That's when you're in the
Ah, impulse. Okay.
yeah. You're in
Impulse.
this you're in the supermarket, and as you're waiting there with your big cart of groceries, all your healthy food you're gonna buy and cook. You notice some chocolate bars. Oh, that looks good. You put it in the cart. Or
Yeah,
something.
sure, you
Oh, I
know.
need batteries. Or okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Things
yeah,
while you're
sure.
waiting. Yeah.
Yes, but you know, I try to avoid this and thinking properly, you know, because now I'm more conscious than years ago. And I used to do this impulse, but I used to impulse buy
Hmm.
when I was a teenager or when I was in my 20s, you know, clothes. I was crazy about clothes, of course, you know,
Mm.
fashion. So
Yeah.
just when I pass in front of a window shop and get into the shop and buy the dress or the, you know. So now I think no, 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 no. Look at the other side. Look at the other side and go keep
Yeah.
going. You know,
My
because
my local supermarket is really smart. Okay, they're really smart because they understand the normal progress through the store, the way people are going to go. People generally get the way the store's set up. The people are generally going to go counterclockwise, and then the frozen food is near the end, and that's good because you get your frozen food before you check out
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
supermarket. Great, that makes sense. But then you know what they do? These evil people. They put a bunch of they put a bunch of children toys in the aisle that leads from the frozen food section. So I have to go with my 4-year-old and 3-year-old through the horrible toy section right before I go to checkout. You know, so
Yes.
I think, oh, I want a Barbie doll.
Oh, sure, sure, you know, where are always the sweet things? In the things, you know,
Yeah,
in the tills, you know,
that's right.
where for children who are waiting with their parents, you know. I want this,
Exactly.
I want this, I want this.
Yeah, that's right. And the candy's right on the at the till, right at the
Yes, yes,
checkout counter.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, you know it. Ken, do you ever impulse buy?
Shopping impulsively?
Sorry?
Sorry, impulse buy?
Yeah, you buy something you don't need just because you're standing there waiting at the counter and, oh, I'll get a chocolate bar.
No, it's rarely happened to me.
Oh, okay. All
Hmm.
right. Yeah. All right. You know what?
Kids, it's very annoying for the parents who have a kid.
Well, exactly. That's what I was
But
just saying.
it's always, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. We're out of time. I got to get going. I'm late again. I'm going to start another late class. So, okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye
Okay, thank
bye.
you.